Okay, today, January 15, is an anniversary that really I would rather forget, but me being Scottish and we have some kind of mental issues in our family that if someone do us harm, we don't forget. I wish I could discuss some personal issues in my family, but I'm not going to cross that line. But anyway, this morning, I showed up in court 6 years ago for that blowhorn. Now I'm going to explain again. It was for the blowhorn. Everybody says, oh, that idiot was with a blowhorn in front of the legislator. Now, I'm just going to make it fast. Fred Wuzzle, the bird, Wuzzle, gave me a ticket for riding a bicycle on the sidewalk, which, go to YouTube, write Fred Wuzzle, L-O-I-S-E-A-A, and Charles LeBlanc, you'll see the video. You'll even see a guy riding a bicycle right across it. But that episode, but the other one, the big one, was when they stopped me at 11 o'clock at night, about a week later, and said that I was told, I was seen by, that was Dan Bichia, we didn't know his name yet. I was seen riding a bicycle on the sidewalk 2 weeks earlier. Here's a ticket, $140 fine. So we turned around, I said, what, you could do that? Third-party information, seen me ride a bicycle on the sidewalk. So I showed up at the police station, Martin Godet, deputy chief now. I don't know how you managed to get that. But anyway, I told him, here's pictures of the Speaker of the New Brunswick legislator, then Speaker Dale Graham. Here, he's jaywalking. So I see Martin Godet. A couple of days later, did you give a ticket to Dale Graham? Jaywalking. Is on the chief's desk. I said, ooh, there's a double standard policy here. One for the filthy rich, one for the filthy poor. Show up with a blowhorn for a couple hours, and for 1 hour, I told him, will you give Dale Graham a ticket? He said, is on the chief's desk. So the Fredericton Police with Martin Godet immediately shown there was a double standard policy. One for the rich, one for the poor. Maybe the poor are there and the rich are there. Anyway, so they arrested me. They wanted me to sign condition. I didn't sign. So now we're getting back to 6 years ago this morning. I showed up there. I was in the right frame of mind. The prosecutor, my support was Brian Duplessis there. There was John Howard Society, Vicky. What's her last name again? Anyway, I've been hearing from her for a while. She's gone. Some activists around, and they were encouraging me to sign these papers to plead guilty. The prosecutor said a couple hours community work and move on. So everybody was telling me, turn the page, Charles, move on. So I said, can I leave with my head high? They said, sure, move on. So I turned around. See, this is where the trouble with me and the cops really started. But the media are not around anymore. But anyway, must be the calm before the storm. So there's something else that's coming. I'll get to that later. So I turn around and say, can I leave with my head high? Yes. So I show up there. Prosecutor, me, Judge Mary Jane Richard. Judge Mary Jane Richard, that later on would accuse me to be a pedophile. But we'd like to go over, never mind, stay focused, Charles, stay focused. Deep breath. Ritalin. Okay, so she, next thing you know, the prosecutor says, we're going to have victim impact assessment. I stood up, I said, no, that wasn't part of the deal. No, because people would have said, oh, I can't sleep at night, that voice with the blowhorn and all that. No, that was going to happen. So Mary Jane Richards says, oh, we're going to have a recess. She left. Next thing you know, I have a cop, Bobby Simmons, which I told the government, told the justice, the attorney general, they don't listen. Bobby Simmons, Bobby Beauchamp Simmons, steps forward out of nowhere and says, no, Charles. No, nobody's going to testify, Charles. Everything's going to be all right, Charles. I said, excuse my language, what the fuck is a cop doing inside a courtroom and saying, nobody's going to testify, Charles? So, there was nobody testified, nobody was there. Suddenly, the witness were dropped. We laugh about it, like the judge, what was I thinking about? And couple hours community work, everything, okay, that's it. Probation, 6 months. But there was something that was bugging me. And some people were upset that I pleaded guilty, which a judge told me, a friend of mine said, never plead guilty to a charge. Always have a trial. Always have a trial. So something was bugging me. And I might add, River Rat Matt Myers, which he's going to get a new job. I'll get to that later. River Rat Sergeant Matt Myers was talking to us. Hey guys, what you guys doing? So at the end, we'll get that in a few days, the cops with Bobby Simmons raided this little place here with 10 cops, with the RCMP, which we're going to go with the R2. We're going to go more against the RCMP there, like I said, in weeks to come. Because this is the time of year where every day the police seem to be doing the dirty work. So they raided this place. 3 days, Bobby Simmons led the way. Go on my blog. You'll see the video. And she said, Charles, you're under arrest. And then we found out, they told my internet provider that they were investigating a sexual child exploitation offense. Rob Costello accused me to be a pedophile. But we're not going to call him any names because So anyway, this is where the trouble started. And we can't have cops, but the Fredericton Police, they sleep with the Attorney General, they sleep with the Justice Department, they work together, and to have them do the dirty work within the court, inside the courtroom, that shouldn't be allowed. But what can you do? This is New Brunswick. Stay tuned.